About the dumbest thing I've ever tried.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Stomper Beat Stompin', and man, was this an awesome race. This is round 7 of the 2022 Virginia Championship Hare Scramble Series. And this one's held at Virginia Motorsports Park for the first time. It's the 46th annual Peninsula Classic. But again, they did a relocation for this year. And man, what an awesome day. Great course, lots of fast sections, lots of really tight woods, flowy woods. I'm on a 2022 KTM 300 XCW, and I'm in the 30 plus C category. And this is the type of race that just made me wish I had started riding dirt bikes way earlier. I can't believe I waited till my mid-30s. But here we go. We had a live engine start. Normally we have dead engines. And I'm on the outside lane here. Got a good sized field in the 30 plus C category today. There's Chris Austin, and I'm right next to Matt Woods here. They all fall in ahead of me, and oh yeah, she dusty. Joe Overstreet gets in ahead of me here in the woods. I usually like to take my time on the starts. I don't like to wipe out in the first corner if I can avoid it. But yeah, great start to the race. I was told it gets tight pretty quick here, and it sure did. Here's Randall, he's in my class. So we all fall in line here through the woods, and I hang behind Randall for a little while.
What is this crap?
Yeah, we had this little building we had to go through. There were a bunch of kids inside it, so I just yelled something funny every time going through. But there goes Tim Morrison. He's one of the faster guys in the J line here. But he started his race with his gas off. So he had to stop, turn his gas on, then restart, get moving again. That was funny. We had a few congestion areas here, a little bit of bottleneck action in the beginning, but it clears up real quick. So Joe sneaks through here, and then Randall will get by. But I see Randall going for the kick, so I'm like, I'll try and sneak by, but then he fires it up and just gets moving. And I've been there too. Some of those wood sections are so tight, there was almost no place to pass. So yeah, pretty dusty out here in the open section, but luckily there was a little bit of wind, which helped out quite a bit. So I sneak by Randall there as he blows out that corner. The dust definitely made it tough to see some of these corners, especially on lap 1 as we're learning the course. So I think that's William Walker in the 250C class. Got caught up in an awkward spot. I'm getting the revs here, so I found a good spot to pull over. That's a lot of the 35 plus. There's Jimmy Rice, Chris Landrum, and Travis Lamb. And then William Walker, I think, that got me again. Another small bottleneck here in the beginning. A couple riders down there, and again, really tough to pass in this tight stuff because you could just get snagged up. There's Jimmy Rice navigating through these tight spots. And here's one of the more wide open sections here. Here you can just pin it, 6th gear. I didn't this first lap because you don't really know what to expect, but what a good little section. They put in this little chicane around a water truck, slow people down a little bit.
Yeah, baby!
I never saw their number plate there in the orange, but that was cool. You just dived straight uphill, right back into the woods on this tiny little ridge. Really cool spot. So I think that's Gage Ing. I hope I'm saying that correctly, on the 4-stroke Husky there. And this was cool too. You crest this hill and just immediately dive down this super steep decline. Of course, the GoPro does not do that justice. That was a lot steeper than what it looked, and it wasn't difficult to navigate. It was just kind of surprising. So of course they had course marshals there helping everybody out. Pull over and let Josh by.
Yeah, Josh!
So he must have had something happen at his start, because normally he's right up there in that lead group for the 35 plus with, you know, Jimmy, Travis, and Chris Landrum. Could not see who that was. And then Eli Moon, 5V gets me. Think up here. I think that was Eli right there. So there's Ander Kern on the right there. Just following this pack here. Saw a lot of people lap 1, but then after that it thinned out quite a bit. Even on this shorter course, which is only approximately 6.5 miles, I think. Something like that. Yeah, nice and flowy fast. That was Dexter Wright on the right hand side there on the Suzuki. I think this is Jonah Sack. Am I saying that right? 33F. Lets me by. Very nice of you. And here is one of two huge battles I had this race. This one, so that's Dylan Meyer up ahead of me on the Kawasaki. And there's Cheyenne Fry, I think, that we just passed. But that's Dylan Meyer up there on the Kawasaki, and man, he and I had a back and forth that lasted the entire race. I think I finished like maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes ahead of him in total time, which over the course of almost 2 hours isn't that much. So right here is so tight, you just can't pass. Or it's at least a lot tougher too. But Dylan gets caught up on this rock right here, so I bump right into him, and he takes off. But then Cheyenne passes me again, so does Dexter, Kurt, Weissauer, and Michael Eustace all get by me right there. That was a bummer. 4 spots. But I'm hanging with them. I'm right behind them all, so not too bad there. Lap 1, lots of crazy stuff happens. Everybody's all bottlenecked. You'll have groups of 4, 5, 6 riders, one right after the other. This was a cool little spot, riding this ridge line. Real fast through there. Great course. Super tight, slow technical stuff. Fast, flowy woods. A couple of little moto jumps here and there. Then William Smith here is going to get me on the left-hand side. Nice pass. So I just try to hang with them. There's Dexter up ahead of William. William's not in my class. I think he's in the class behind. But Dexter is. Yeah, so right here they had you up and off these little ridges. So right here we're below it, then we just jump right back up on top. Kind of pin it. Again, I don't know the course, so I don't know if there's an immediate turn here or not. And I'm looking for a spot to pass. Kind of hug this inside, and I almost lose it right there. But end up sneaking by. I did not see the number plate on that bike. But this is where it opens up into a huge grass track area. A little bit of grass track, a little bit of dirt track, but all fast. I'm taking it easy through here. Again, first time through. So that's Dylan up ahead of me. Finally caught back up to him. Had this nice right-hander. I think that's Tim Richards who got around me on the inside there. Nice pass, Tim. That was good. And he takes another inside pass around Dylan up there. That was pretty cool. So this dirt, there was a lot of hard pack, right? There was all over the place, in the woods, everywhere. Really hard pack with just this thin layer of like loose, sandy dirt on top. So it made for some slick conditions, surprisingly. Try to get a pass on Dylan, pushing it. Closing in, about to finish lap 1 here. Not too bad. Arm pump is very in check. Really happy with that. So I'm ready to push it for lap 2. fast and flowy right into the woods. I think this is Kaylee Baldridge. She was riding really well. I hung out right behind her for several minutes, trying to make a pass in spots and then just try to keep up in other spots. She was moving really good. Braking bumps there. This spot was really fun through here, real fast. And every lap I feel better and better and faster, it feels like. Standing up way more lap 3 and 4. So I'm still looking for a pass on Kaylee here, but can't quite squeeze one in there. As she was riding so good in these tighter tree sections, I had no chance of passing right here. So I'm pushing it hard, trying to keep up with her, and I definitely feel a few bikes behind me. You can hear them back there. So I dump it. Oh, just too much front brake. And I ate it right there. A couple sandy spots on these corners where my front tire just kind of washed out, so definitely have to focus a little bit more through there. But Dylan got the pass on me, and so did Lori Shiflett on his Honda. But it didn't take long, and I caught right back up with Dylan. I'm telling you, we were back and forth the entire race. We meet again on lap 4. But for now, I'm just following him, trying to keep up. Another really good, fast, flowy section towards the, I would say, the beginning half of the lap. Yeah, definitely the first half. Before it tightens up again, I let a few folks by. There goes Tad Nichols, Chuck Abrams, and Tater Thompson. Caught back up to Dylan here, entering into this tight section. But we get a little bit of a log jam. And you never know how long those are going to last for, right? They could last for, like that, just a couple seconds. Or they could last for 30 to 60 seconds while you're looking for a way to get around. So you never want to see those if you can. You always want to leave a little bit of space to maybe go find a hot route through there. But we get jammed up here again, and it doesn't last for too long. But I know that Dylan's as fast or faster than I am, so I'm looking for a spot to make it through. And I try to bulldoze. Oh, huge mistake. He's probably looking at me like, what is this guy doing?
Well, that was about the dumbest thing I've ever tried.
Yup. I had a huge vine on my radiator shroud. Try and take off again. There's another one on my foot peg. So instead of saving me time, that just cost me a whole bunch. And then I stall it once and then twice for good measure.
Well, don't do that again.
Yeah, note to self, not a hot route. Up and over the rock. Nice and flowy through here too. Real good dirt. Little bit moist because of the shade. Perfect. Couple little log hops in this course, but nothing too big. So I think this is Bobby Wilt on the Yamaha, the 60 plus. I better be riding dirt bikes in the 60 plus at some, someday. I better be. Really, really good stuff through here. When you're not wiping out. So that's Floyd Hicks' front tire right there, right behind me. Luckily my bike was running and still in gear, so I was able to just hop on and go, but... And simple little turns, sometimes you just mess those up. Yeah, so Floyd makes it around. Good pass, good pass. Right before the woods. This little section messed me up a little bit. There was nothing too crazy about it. It was just kind of tight, a little off camber. Running out in spots, but I mean, I made it through fine right there, but it gave me fits a couple other tries. So I'm just hanging with Floyd, trying to keep up. He's moving good on that Yamaha. Right there, you can't see it, but there was a huge root that was just slick and wet. That was giving people fits, for sure. Had to be standing up going through there because it made your bike dance. Oh yeah, I found out someone launched over this and landed right on the flat bottom. At least I heard through the rumor mill. So that's why that person was there telling people to slow down, like heads up, there is a big hump coming up. But still hanging with Floyd. I think he finished a couple minutes ahead of me, maybe, or maybe more than that. But the dust wasn't bad this time through this section. I saw him take it wide, so I'm like, maybe I can get a pass, but I'm trying to balance myself here. Couldn't make the pass, couldn't make the pass. Back through the open section, still hanging with Floyd here. Through this little chicane. I didn't see the number plate here. But finishing up lap 2, feeling great, feeling great. Got a lot better feel for the track, a little bit of dust, but not too bad. So lap 3, I'm looking to push it. Turns out though, I barely saw anybody on my 3rd lap. It was actually quite eerie. I saw someone popping out through the woods right there, and you can see their dust clouds, so I'm like, maybe I'll catch them here, but I spent the majority of lap 3 all by my lonesome. Sometimes that's alright though. You just get into a flow and push. I think that was Chad Bakken, and I let a couple others pass. Kenneth Showalter, Clint Showalter, and Jeremy Brown, all moving pretty good through there. They finished a couple of minutes ahead of me in total time. but tried to hang with all them as far as I could. Started getting real dusty up here on this part, and this is a cool little, I guess, like a step up, kind of like a small step up. You could launch right over it if you wanted to, but rare third lap traffic jam there. I couldn't see who that was. Never got the number plate there on the left. Yeah, another fast, flowy section. Whoa! Barely snuck by that person there. But yeah, it's the camera isn't playing any tricks on you. That's basically what it looked like through there. There were some sections where you just couldn't see anything, which was all right, you know, given that it was my third lap through, but definitely a little sketchy when you can't really see anything. I think that was Travis Nichols, 32Q. Putting down a solid lap.
Are you okay?
Whew. I did not see that person till the last second. Laying on the side of the trail, they took a little spill. It was pretty rutted out through there, but that just goes to show you that dust. Got to be careful through there with that dust. So lap 3, feeling strong, and I'm slowly but surely catching up to Ricky Cals here from the 250C class. This was the second awesome battle of this race. I hung behind Ricky for probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. So we finish off lap 3 together here. Go through scoring, final lap, hitting lap 4, feeling great. I'm like, all right, I'll see how long I can hang with Ricky for. But he was riding so smooth. Just bobbing and weaving through all these trails real good. So I was basically doing what I could just to keep up. It's good though, when you got somebody ahead of you, you can push it a little bit harder. Tried to sneak in a pass right there, but couldn't quite get it. That's the other advantage of following someone too, is you can keep an eye out for hotlines. Try and snag one real quick. So Ricky and I catch up to Toby Centers here on the Honda, and all three of us just hang together for quite a while. After these open sections, it gets tight again, so we're just single filed through some of these woods. Yeah, like right here, it tightens up quite a bit. then opens right back up. Both these guys are riding too fast for me to try and like make a legit pass anywhere through here. So I was just trying to hang with. I tried sneaking in maybe another pass, but not gonna happen through there. Then it tightens back up, bouncing off trees. I love it. This was such a good little battle through here. Honestly, I was just sitting there thinking, like, who's gonna make a mistake first? Am I gonna slip up and let them get away from me, or is Toby gonna slip up and let us pass? But it finally opens up here through these little pines. This is where we get into that real fast section again. So Ricky pulls over and he just kind of lets me pass. So I'm like, all right, I'll take the opportunity and just kind of hammer down right here. Moving pretty good through there. That was a little bit sketchy. Just knowing that going down at that speed would be less than fun. Around the water truck again. There were a couple nice berms, so yeah, I stalled it right there. I don't know if I spooked this person or what. They pulled off to let me by. I mean, I saw them there. I was prepared to stop. I wasn't gonna like ram into the back of them or nothing. So, oh well, I'll take the pass. Real fast through here. Again, spent a lot of lap 4 alone again. Up and over that ridge. Oof. That was quite the drop off. I wonder if anybody ever sailed over that. But I see someone up ahead. Who could that be? Start to reel them in a little bit here. And I realize, oh, that's Dylan on the Kawasaki. Here we go. So I finally caught back up to him. And I'm ready for round whatever this is. I don't know, 4 or 5 battling with him. Because I know he's a smooth, fast rider, especially through these woods. I think we got around Robert Crawford there, 8L, if I'm not mistaken. But Dylan's moving real smooth. I'm like, all right, let's try and keep up. This is the beginning of lap 4, so there's plenty of time to maybe make a pass. A couple log hops.
Come on.
And he let me go. So I was screaming, come on, man. We had a good battle going there. I'm pretty sure he was right behind me this whole time, though, so it's not like he went too far. And I think this is Martin Harrop, if I'm not mistaken there, that I just got the pass around. He actually hung right behind basically the rest of this lap as well. And there's Matt Woods. He's in my class. Stopped and talked to the marshal there for a second. So Matt's normally a little bit faster than me every race. Overall, like a few minutes faster, which doesn't seem like quite a bit, but definitely means that it's going to be tough to hang with him. But I'm hanging, I'm doing okay. Maybe I will say this was the best race I've ever had as far as just by feel. I think by placement as well. Had the best finish overall and within my class. So he just let me by. And normally he's faster, so I don't know if he had something going on. Because he was talking to the marshal there. Give me a shout, Matt. Why'd you let me pass you? But I didn't see who that rider was there on the outside. Hitting that little step up, that was so much fun. I could have ridden this course all day long. I spoke to a few riders afterward, and everyone was very, very pleasantly surprised with just how much fun this course was. So here's a little hotline that I didn't really see till later in the day. I normally took that left-hand route. That definitely shaved off a second or two. Nice and fast through here. Feeling good. Dropping down. So I see this rider up ahead. Never see their number plate, so I don't know who it was. But I tried catching them before drop it in the corner. Losing valuable time. So I know this lap's almost over with. We don't have much longer to go before time runs out. So I'm trying to catch him. Just trying to catch him, but I never hit this turn really good right here. I always slid the back end out or almost washed the front end out, but I finally start to reel them in. But the race is basically over here. We got this downhill, a slippery right-hander, and this double that I never hit. But that's it. Thanks for watching.